Hey guys, it's Will, and in a land of myth and a time of magic, the fate of a kingdom rests on the shoulders of a young man. His name is Merlin. So I figured I would do a Terraria Let's Play under the Merlin Challenge, which I first saw done by Euromir. I don't know, I watched like 2 people on YouTube doing Terraria stuff sometimes, and it's based on his challenge which he did before the 1.2 update. And I figured because in 1.2 you start with a little mana, I could try and make it a little harder. The essence of the original challenge was you gotta use magic, you can only use items that consume mana for combat, but you know, before you have spells, you gotta use a sword, otherwise you're screwed. Well, being that it's a little easier to get magic now and mana, I figured I would change the challenge to being you have no weapons. You can use your pickaxe for melee, but that's it. So based on that, I have to try and run to the dungeon as fast as possible and hope that I find a water bolt, otherwise I am in bad shape. So that's what I'm doing now, being that it's either going to be the right or the left, so I'm going to find it either way. So, I've played a lot of Terraria, so I generally have like a decent game plan, but this is definitely going to toss it up a bit, being that I don't know, I tend to like maybe go for archery a lot, being that it's easy, but I've found different methods, but just using magic, I feel like that's going to be interesting, especially early game, because like end game when you have great magic items, it's not that hard, it's just like, well, I have a spell, but in the beginning when your choices are, like, especially before Skeletron, you have Water Bolt, and that's it. So I just gotta try and make do with that. So in the dungeon I can hopefully find, oh cool, water candles. So in the dungeon I can hopefully find some, a water bolt, there we go, what am I saying? So I'm gonna, gotta be careful going down that dungeon, but one thing that's interesting is water bolt can spawn on bookshelves above the dungeon floor. Or above the, like, technical dungeon, which starts at the stone level, I believe. Because of that, you can get them pretty much at the beginning of the game if you can make it to the dungeon alive, which is why I'm playing in a small world. Another thing that's beneficial to do early game is make armor, which I'll probably do soon. And also, I like the 1.2 minimap. I am a huge fan of that. So, I'm stuck. Okay. I'll just drill a hole. I look forward to getting a spell so I'm not just a spinning pickaxe. Sorry, had to burp. In other news, this is an after commentary, just so you know, which I'm new to. Great, a spear, I can't use that. So if it sucks, sorry. One thing that, oh yeah, what I was going to say is, one thing that's kind of new that I'm doing, or that I did, rather, is I did a guest video on my girlfriend's channel doing a book review of His Dark Materials, which is the trilogy including The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, and The Amber Spyglass. So if you guys are interested in that, I will put like an annotation or a link in the description or something. Link in the doobly-doo. Alright, let's get to that dungeon. And the map again. I'm close. As you can see, I'm definitely not playing in 1-to-1 speed. I have the game sped up to double speed. Part of the reason I did this was I wanted to just be able to play without having to do the audio, being that that's hard to find time to do, being that I have roommates. So I figured, I'll just play. So I played, and I played a lot. So I actually have like 5 hours of gameplay in backlog. And I just gotta record audio for it. And being that I don't feel like recording 5 hours of audio, or boring you with watching me spend 10 hours killing a vulture with a pickaxe, I figured I would throw everything at ×2 speed, and let it happen. I'm sorry, I'm bad at putting out torches. I'm gonna put a disclaimer, I'm bad at putting out torches at night, so it's gonna get very squinty at some point. Treasure chest. Some good stuff. Wait for it. Yeah. So mythical is like the best you can possibly do, so this thing is kick-ass. Alrighty. So I guess all that's left to do now is go back, but the fastest way to do that's probably just going to be to kill myself, so... Alley-oop. Merlin did not bounce. So I have Water Bolt now, but I can only shoot like 2 shots at a time, which is a bit of a pain. But, you know, I'll gather some mana crystals pretty soon. But first, I think I'm going to probably make some armor. At least, as I said, this is after commentary. I think that's what's being done now. Yeah, there's a lot of squinting, and it's dark at night, I'm sorry. But, it makes the spell effect look pretty cool. Or rather, like the glow from the spell. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. I'm probably going to put music over this, but I'm recording while watching the video, so I know what's going on. Since the double sped up sound is kind of annoying. And also I had Facebook open, I didn't know it was recording the Facebook notifications. Ding. So I'm probably just going to use some of Google's open source music over this, so you'll probably hearing that. Wow, I can't see crap now. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, but as you can see, like, the spell puts a cool amount of light in. And I'm starting to gather my crystals. Yeah, I gotta blow my nose, this is bad. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm dead. Sweet, more stars. I managed to pick up mana pretty fast usually, especially on a small world. I'm so happy about that mythical water bolt. That was such a good find. Another thing that's cool, especially in 1.2, is killing enemies gives you mana stars a lot more if you use a magic weapon, making it a lot better. One thing that I want to do is get magic cuffs as soon as I can, which you get by combining a ring of star power, a ring of regeneration, and a shackle. It makes it so whenever you take damage, you get more magic, or you get more mana, so it makes it so, you know, you're never going to be in, like, horrible shape. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Wow, I have 6 health. This sucks. Hide behind the pickaxe. Ooh! Yeah, mana crystal. Alrighty. I do take out a torch, though. Just want that to be known. At this point, it's even just for my sake. Shooting flying enemies with water bolt is so annoying. I look forward to having, like, I don't know. Just jump over, there we go. I look forward to having, like, magic missile or something. I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting it. I don't know. Like, a mythical water bolt's really gonna carry me to the end of hard mode. I mean, to the beginning of hard mode out of, like, normal mode. Like, because then you start getting real spells, like Crystal Storm and the Magic Harp and whatnot. Oh, phlegmy. Oh, this sucks. Too much chocolate. Oops. Sorry about my mic stand. Alright. So, what am I looking for? Oh, right, still stars. And then I'll probably go to look for the jungle. But one thing I want to do is I want to be in a world that has the Crimson. Because I've never really played with the Crimson before, and I think it's cool. Apparently the armor you get for the Crimson is really good. So if I'm not in the Crimson, I will be doing a world swap. Oh cool, I have enough to make a mana crystal. Can I get that star? Yes. I look forward to having the GPS item, which is just a clock and a depth meter and a east-westimeter. I don't know, it tells you where you are. It's good for finding stuff later on. I don't think I've ever actually successfully got one, because I have a hard time getting the depth meter. I have a hard time getting everything but the clock, really. One thing I might do is I might put on like the familiar clothes if I gain access to those, so I look like Merlin in his clothes instead of Merlin decked out in lumber currently. I love this game. It's so fun. It's super simple and super complicated at the same time. Let's build up a little ladder. Wait, what? Did I just like blink up there? The jump animation didn't seem to play right. And I'm almost back. I also love the new backgrounds from 1.2. They're beautiful. And I can't make that jump. Okay. Come on, Crimson. I think I gotta pass my spawn point first, but still. You'll see me checking my inventory a lot, just especially while I'm playing for you guys. I just tend to like space out on how many stars I have, and I'm like, wait, do I actually have enough? How many more do I need? Just check to remind myself. One thing I might do as well is make like cactus or pumpkin armor, but I don't know. Oh, I seem to be getting a good amount of tin. I'll probably make like a tin pick though. Maybe a tin shirt. Alright. Big pond. Water bolt's such a good light source. And corruption. Alright, so with the corruption being here, I'm going to go make a world with the Crimson. To do that, I'm going to make a time capsule where I put just anything of value I got in this world other than, like, Mythical Water Bolt. Like, anything that's not, like, necessary, but stuff that would help me out. And then I'm going to go make a new world. So, with that being done, I'm getting, like, my keys and stuff. My money. I keep my stars, though. I'm good to myself. No potions, though. No, none of that. So I will see you guys in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the new world.